India has a very rich cultural heritage, and many wonderful philosophies have originated from this land. Six of these philosophies are considered extremely important, and together they are called as the Shat Vaidika Darshanas, the six Vedic philosophical schools. The goal of all of these philosophical schools was very simple. They wanted to eliminate our suffering. But the methods they chose to eliminate the suffering were slightly different. Among these six philosophical schools are Yoga and Vedanta. So, in effect, there are two of these six philosophical schools. While Yoga understands that our suffering comes from our mind based on the way we see the world, and therefore it prescribes a path of understanding the mind, refining the mind, and utilizing the mind to its full potential. Vedanta takes a slightly different approach, where Vedanta is saying that the reason we are suffering is because there is a disconnection we have from the divine. So, yoga is more like a psychological school where it asks us to look into ourselves and understand and explore our mind and find solutions to problems in the world. Vedanta is asking us to look at the entire world as parts of a grand divinity. So, this is a very fundamental difference between the two systems. Yoga, authored by Patanjali, the yoga system authored by Patanjali, is presenting all the different ways to understand the human mind and gives a connection to the divine as a choice. Whereas in the Vedanta school, the connection to the divine is not a choice but a necessity. This is a very fundamental difference between the two schools. Yoga also is saying that liberation is freedom from suffering. Whereas the school of Vedanta is saying that liberation is freedom from birth and rebirth, the cycle of life. So, there are certain fundamental differences between the two traditions. What is common is that both of them aim to reduce human suffering. And what also is very unique about Vedanta tradition is that while Vedanta tradition rejects the idea of yoga's presentation of the divine, it still says that the method to meditate on the divine must be taken from the yoga school. So, in essence, Vedanta accepts the meditation and other practice aspects of yoga. However, the difference is that Vedanta school says we must choose to meditate only on the divine, whereas Patanjali's yoga school says that we can choose to meditate on any of the objects in this world, which includes the divine.